Good morning. There's nobody there as yet, but we've got 5 minutes still. So we shall see what happens. Good morning, number one, wherever you are. If you can hear me, can you quickly just type that in the chat? So I've got a sound test. Hello, anybody? Can you help me with the sound test? Just type in the chat if you can hear me. Going live in 2 minutes. One minute to go. So, good morning. So I can only hope you can hear me because nobody responds to my request to type in the chat, whether you can hear me or not. But let us anfangen on this first action of this day. I can hear you. Thank you. Acceptance. Good morning. So we are doing the third part of the preparation right now. The action itself starts at Now, let's see, to look at myself then, the first action. So in English, that's at 9:30 London time. That's 4:30 in the morning, New York, and 1:30 in the morning, Pacific. The newsletter has just gone out. I wanted to send it last night, but there was some sort of problem with the mailer program. And every time I tried to create the newsletter, the system just logged me out. So after 12 attempts, I gave up. But it worked this morning. Obviously, they repaired it overnight. And so it's just gone out about 15 minutes ago. So, and then that's part one of the action of the day will be in 3 parts. It'd be good if you could make all 3, but not vital. Then the second part is at 3 p.m. London. That's 10 a.m. New York and 7 a.m. Pacific. And the final is at 5:30 this evening, London. That's 12:30 midday in New York and 9:30 in the morning in Los Angeles. So, and today could well be a very wonderful day. So we're doing the combination again. That is the thankfulness in the heart combined with filling your being with love and letting the two meld together to become one, which, okay, they both come from the same source, so should work. So let me just have a quick look. Good evening in PST, Pacific summertime. PST is in English a lady's malady. Can I see? Yes. Right. So let us begin. If you are sitting comfortably. So thankfulness in the heart and love in the whole being. Just choose for both to be there, to let them flow and to meld into each other. For those that have just joined in the last 2 minutes, what we're doing is thankfulness in the heart and love through your whole being inside as well, and let the two merge into each other. Become one in the internal stream of creation. Now keep practicing this thankfulness in the heart and love in your whole being. It will bring enormous changes in your life. Things that you don't want will just disappear, and things which you wanted but you've never let yourself have will be brought to you, sometimes on a golden platter. As long as you keep practicing, it's just practicing being who you really are and letting the divine flow of creation flow with you. So returning to your source, our source. So we've got a couple of minutes still, so let's have a look at the comments. Does that include healing my respect? It's sorry. It's up to you, Metash. You must decide what you want to do with that energy. So focus it and then decide what you want to do with it and then do it. I know a lot of this feeling of helplessness comes from this ancestral problem where all of your ancestors lived for many, many years with his wrists chained together as a slave. But no, imagine it healing. Know that it is healed. Present tense, not future. Anything that you project into the future remains in the future, not now, not now, not now, not now. But everything that you really want is right now. Cheeks resonating more in terms of you flashes of monets in my life, or moments in my life. I have to repeat this one. It's possible tonight. Okay. No, not past tense either, Metash. It is healed right now. Use MSM, Microsoft Messenger. Not sure what you mean there, Curtis. Yes, Metesh, correct. Not, but you've got two wrists. They are healed. They are whole and perfect. Actually, if you were working with the key to look, your stipulation would be, my wrists are now healed and perfect. Your vision would be perhaps weightlifting, which at the moment you can't do. And your feelings would be thankfulness, of course, and release, because it's letting go of this being chained. Methyl sulfonin methane. What? Well, do I repeat this transmission model? It's entirely up to you, Victoria. The more you do it, the better, well, the more skilled you're becoming in applying it. Okay, Carson, what on earth is methylsulfonomethan? And Victoria, what is EECNAT? Find question mark symbol. Not change coming off, Metas. Chains gone, no longer there. MSM is a white powder against pain. Wait a minute. Arsene Lupus. Pain is a message from your body saying, hey, you need to change something. And when you change that something, then the message is no longer necessary and it stops. But if you just do something to suppress the pain and ignore the message, then you just make things much, much worse. Bruce Lipton relates a story in this vein when he was a student and he was earning his way by working part-time in a what do you call it in America? A car repair center. And one Friday afternoon at about 4:30, a most irate woman came up complaining bitterly that a red light was on in her car. And this is the third time I've been here with this and you still haven't fixed it, etc., etc., etc. And they all looked at each other because they knew it, this is the days before electronic diagnosis. It could take hours to find out what the problem is. And then one of the older ones said, well, I'll do this. And he took the car, took it into the workshop. And 20 minutes later, he came out and red light was no longer on. One was happy and drove away. And then, of course, he was asking, well, how did you find it so quickly? And he said, I didn't. I took the bulb out. Which means at some point, the problem that the red light was notifying will maybe wreck the car. This is the sort of thing that could happen if you suppress the message instead of working to release the cause. Then you're going to create major problems. NVM all good lol. Don't know what that means. Click on here. Claudia from here. I have paid a lot. Send me an email, Claudia. Oh, Claudia. Du sollst auf die deutsche Liste gehen. Schick mir eine E-Mail. Da findest du auf karmasingh.eu in der blauen Balken oben Kontakt. Und dann schick mir eine E-Mail, erzähl mir alles und dann kann ich vielleicht helfen dir auszupuzzeln, was die Ursache ist und was zu ändern ist. Hi, Yoga. Von hier, wo ist die? Okay, ja. Okie dokie. So the first of the actions in the newsletter just gone out. Well, half an hour ago now. But We start in English at 9:30 London. That's 4:30 in the morning New York and 1:30 in the morning Pacific. And then part two, and this is, we're doing it for real today now. Part two is at 3 p.m. London. That's 10 a.m. New York and 7 a.m. Pacific. And part three, which I hope we will create the big change, is at 5:30 London. That's 12:30 midday in New York and 9:30 in the morning Pacific. Okie dokie. Then we shall see us later. And for dich, Claudia, Teil 1 ist 10 Uhr Berlin. Teil 2 ist 15:30 Uhr und Teil 3 18 Uhr. Und du findest die auf YouTube, youtube.com/karmasingh.de. No dots, just all written together, karmasingh.de. And then you get on my German channel. Entschuldigung. Karmasingh, keine Punkt, karmasingh.de, alles zusammengeschrieben. So youtube.com/karmasingh.de und dann kommst du auf meinen deutschsprachigen Kanal. Okay. I think Peter is 3 hours later than. No, Pacific is 3 hours earlier than EST. Because the sun is going from east to west, you see. Or the world is turning from west to east, giving the illusion of the sun moving. Okay, then many thanks for your participation, and we'll see you in a couple of hours. Thank you. Bye.